we can continue talking because usually it takes a few seconds for people to show up. Yeah.
It's
So how's it?
starting to it's starting to stream now for him. I would suggest let's keep quiet for next 5-10 minutes, 5-10 seconds.
All right, cool. Let's do that.
Yeah. See, so it, it we are live now.
Good evening, everyone. Assalamu alaikum, namaste. Welcome from all over the world. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. I'm your host today. My name is Fahim Ahmed. I'm a member of UEF. I run a technology and a digital marketing agency. We have already about 100 plus people. This is a great time to quickly share on social media about this event. This event is going to go on for about an hour. So let your friends know. And I'm going to invite a very, very dear part of UEF, um, Maulvi Dr. P. S. Syed Masood Jamali Sahab, and he's going to give a khirat. So please listen in. Masood Sahab, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. يهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Praise be to the Almighty, the Lord of the world, the gracious, the merciful, Master of the day of judgment, thee alone to be worshipped and thee alone to be beseeched for help. Guide us in the right path, the path of those on whom you have bestowed your blessings, not those who have incurred your displeasure, not those who have gone astray. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Masood Saab, for blessing this occasion.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this format is a little new for us, right? This is a virtual event. We are extremely excited about this. I hope you're also excited. You probably might experience a few technical glitches here and there, just like us, right? We are not sitting on a real stage. So feel free to reach out to UEF representatives and they'll be happy to help you out. And without much ado, if I have your permission, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite somebody on the stage. He's Mr. Habib. The next session is going to be the welcome note by Mr. W.S. Habib. Let me quickly, I have to read this out because his bio is extremely impressive. I don't want to make any mistakes. Mr. W.S. Habib is the Director General of this particular forum, United Economic Forum Chamber of Commerce. He has been an integral part of trade summits of 2015, 2017, and he's now the chairman of the UEF World Summit 2020, and you're going to be hearing more about it later on in the day. He's also the chairman and managing director of one of the leading real estate developers in Chennai. It's called RWD. He's also the past president of a very noteworthy and the most credible real estate organization in the country called CREDA. He has been the past president. He's also a key figure in many social and business welfare organizations in this part of the world in India. So I am really privileged and honored to invite our chairman for the World Summit, Mr. W.S. Habib. The floor is yours, Mr. Habib.
Thank you, Fahim. Namaste. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone across the world, whoever is there. So with immense pleasure, I take this opportunity on behalf of United Economic Forum, its directors, committee members, in welcoming you all to this curtain raiser event of World Summit 2020. Thank you all so much for joining and making this event special. A special thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Zainul Abidin, former senior minister, Government of Singapore, for accepting our invitation in spite of a very short notice and agreed to be part of it. Now, most of you know UEF started about 40 years back by the renowned Al-Hajj B.S. Abdul Rahman Sahib. The organization took a different dimension when the current President Ahmad Buhari took it over. Many new faces like me were added and new initiatives were launched. Now, one such was the Trade Summit, which in the year 2015, under the leadership of Dr. Kamal Sharif, we did this event in Grand Chola. It was a resounding success. Nobody believed. So we really, I mean, this is it, despite the the Chennai floods just beginning that day. We upped the ante in the year 2017, which the event got much more bigger under the chairmanship of Mr. Razak Saab. This had a lot of huge number of footfalls, and it was a mega success. The Malaysian-based World Islamic Economic Forum got inspired by our trade summits and gave us the mandate to hold the roundtable in the year 2018. We did this in ITC Grand Chola. It was the very first event in India. Now, according to them, the WF, this roundtable was the best which they did across the world. Thanks to our then the DG, Dr. Saadullah, for the entire things. So in all these events, we had over 200 delegates from 14 countries. 14 MOUs were signed for the value of 5,090 crores. Now, as per our plan, 2020 was the next summit. But the present challenges we are all facing globally has also opened up a big gate for virtual opportunities. As today, we are able to now connect with anyone and everyone locally and globally with ease. In order to tap these opportunities available globally, our trade summit is now becoming a world summit. This will be held, inshallah, on the 4th, 5th, and 6th of December 2020. It's going to be a complete virtual event. We have partnered with the world-class tech platform to support this entire event. You will be witnessing in the next 1 hour what is in store for the event we are organizing. It's going to be a top-class seminar connecting fantastic speakers across the world. There's going to be a lot of app sessions covering technology in finance, education institutions, healthcare, real estate, leather industries, and so on. A virtual expo is also planned to connect every one of our business. You will have a live demo going forward. Now, this will be very useful, going to be for everyone. Now, I request each and every one of you to be part of this and take advantage to grow, expand your business globally. I would once again welcome each and everyone to this very exciting evening. Thank you. Over to you, Fahim.
Sorry. Thank you so much for that, Chairman, Mr. Habib. Really appreciate it. We are really looking forward to this event. I can't wait. I know that we were looking at the various stalls and all that. I'm really looking forward to going into the expo and exploring all the sessions and the halls. All of you, I just want to make sure whether you are able to chat with us, right? If you're able to, I just want to make sure that you can chat with us. Can you type yes in the chat box? There are about 150 of you on the platform today. Thank you so much once again. Can you type yes? I want to find out how many of you are there and you don't have any kind of platform issues. Can you type yes, please? Kamal, can you tell me if people are typing yes? If not, we're not going to continue the show. I'm kidding you guys. Great, great. Thank you so much for that. So now, gives me immense pleasure to welcome the next speaker. It is our own president of United Economic Forum, Mr. Ahmed A.R. Buhari. Now, a very quick introduction about him. Mr. Ahmed Buhari is the founder, president, and CEO of the Coal and Oil Group, an India-centric integrated energy and infrastructure company. The group commissioned its 1,200 megawatts Mutiara IPP in Tuticorin. He holds a master's degree in shipping, trading, and finance from the City University Business School, London. He's also the president of United Economic Forum and UEF Chamber of Commerce and member of the management board of B.S. Abdur Rahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology, which all of us know very popularly as Crescent Engineering College. I'm really excited, just as much as you are, to welcome our next speaker, President Ahmed A.R. Buhari. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Fahim. It's wonderful to see everybody here. Of course, I think everybody else can see us. I'm not able to see all the 150, 200 people or more who are there, but it's very nice to be here. Thank you very much. Like Fahim rightly said, the usual glitches in technology are expected, and hopefully I'm not going to be one of them who's going to be failing with the technology. So thank you all for coming in today. So let me start off by saying how grateful we are to my dear brother Zainul Abidin Rashid, who is the current Singapore non-resident ambassador to Kuwait and the former senior minister of state for foreign affairs Singapore. They are members of UEF, my board members, our real star, Babu Habib, chairman of the event, supporters of UEF, brothers and sisters, all of you, thank you so much for coming in. Assalamu alaikum, good evening, wanakam, good morning, good afternoon, wherever anybody is, right? I'm really, really happy that Brother Zainul at very short notice accepted to come here. For him, I think UEF is family. We really consider him as, integral part of everything that we do in the UEF. Of course, he's a veteran senior diplomat and minister from the Singapore government. So we're always very happy to engage with anything remotely connected with Singapore. I'm also right now in Singapore. So it's a real pleasure to, have him with us and have all of you here. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here. This, of course, is a virtual curtain raiser event for the mega virtual World Summit 2020 that we are planning, like Brother Habib was mentioning, on December 4th, 5th, and 6th of this year, 2020. Of course, we've been debating about having these events, should it be a live event? How should we go about it? Should it be in the beginning of the year? And I think as luck might have it, now we are going to have it as a virtual event. And I think now, thankfully, I don't know how to put it, but I think thanks to COVID, we've all become a lot more tech savvy. And what was a bit, what shall I say, a little intimidating, 6 months back, so technology is no longer intimidating for us. So I think it's going to be a very, very interesting event that we're going to have. So just a little bit about the UEF. I think Brother Habib has already touched upon it. UEF was started in 1979 by my father and eminent group of people from Tamil Nadu with the intention of empowering entrepreneurs and enriching the society. For those of you who would have known my father and the veterans for that time, for them serving society was the real purpose. And I sometimes wonder, now I've been in business for 25, 30 years. And of course, in the early days, we're all so focused about making money. We want to run around, everything is commercial. And I think over the period of time, I've just been doing a lot of, what shall I say, soul searching, and came to realize that the real purpose of business itself is to serve. And any platform that we get to serve the society, I think, is one which is, really gives us a lot of soul satisfaction. And UEF is one of those forums that gives me very much, gives me a lot of soul satisfaction, because it's a lot about society than an individual. So I'm very, very happy to be a part of the UEF. I was fortunate to become the president in 2011. We've taken inspiration for the UEF from several organizations in the world. The World Islamic Economic Forum out of Malaysia is a phenomenal inspiration for us. ESG Singapore is a phenomenal inspiration. There are several other chambers that we try to, what shall I say, take inspiration from: TiCon Chennai, Thai Chennai, FICCI, CII, and a plethora of organizations who are, sort of spread all over the world. So they've all been inspiring us, they've been guiding us, they've been supporting us. And like Brother Habib was earlier mentioning, we have organized 3 summits till now. The 2015 was our first real eye-opener summit. We never thought we could organize an event at this scale with so many speakers. And Brother Zainul was also kind enough to be there in the 2015 summit, and he flew all the way. At that time, he had to fly. There was no other choice. We can't do it like this on a virtual platform. So he flew all the way from Singapore to come and attend the event. And of course, he's going to tell you about a little bit of what he did when he was, in Tamil Nadu. So we had almost, the 700, 800 delegates. So to date, we have hosted 3 events. So 2015 was one of our main events. 2017 was another event. 2018 was another event. And all told, I think we've had over 6,000 delegates. We've had over 70 speakers. And I'm very happy to tell you that in these conferences, we've also been encouraging our members and partners to sign MOUs with us. And so till date, we have signed MOUs of approximately $700 million. Very happy to tell you that we've been able to sign these MOUs. A little bit about the vision and the mission of the UEF. So what are we trying to set out to do? So the UEF aims to be a premier forum for enabling the backward community and society at large to become inspirational and formidable contributors to the nation and beyond through economic enhancement, education, and social development. So let me read the vision once again, because I think we've tried to capture our entire scope in this. So it's to be a premier forum for enabling the backward community and society at large to become inspirational, formidable contributors to the nation and beyond through economic enhancement, education, and social development. Our mission is to be a catalyst for social and economic development. And our plan is to bring on board 1,500 members from about 450 right now. And we want to have about 500 overseas members, like-minded people, people who want to serve society, people who have got a purpose, people who want to give back, so these are the type of people that, who are part of the UEF, and the type of people that we'd like to get on board. We'd like to get on board the governments, financing people, sovereign wealth funds, and whatnot. So these are all plans of the type of people we want to get in. So what is our economic plan? I kept telling you about, economic enhancement. So I think our entire business plan has been brought into just 3 simple letters. Our entire business plan as to what we want to do is 3 simple letters. That is nothing but 1.5x. So let me repeat, what we're trying to do is 1.5x. Basically, if there is a business of, let's say, 100 rupees, $100 or whatever it is, it's growing at 5% every year. So that goes 100 goes to 105 the next year on a business as usual basis. Can we support that business and the community grow at 1.5 times, which will then mean 107.5. So this is 1.5x is our plan. So that's what we are trying to do, encourage people to take up things over and above business as usual. So this is the plans that we have. Also very happy to tell you that we're in the middle of projects which run into several $100 million. Very, very happy to tell you that this morning in Chennai, a project that we supported, Urbesar Sumit Solid Waste Management Project, which is possibly going to employ 11,000 people, was kicked off this morning by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. We have got partners from Spain who are working with us on this. Urbesar is one of the largest Spanish companies. We've got our partner from Sumit, from Pune. I still remember the chairman of Sumit company, who was going to possibly working on the manpower for us, remembering the 2017 summit. And he made a mention of the UEF 2017 summit. So I'm just going to show you a quick video, which is going to tell you, just less than a minute about the launch of the project. So the video, please.
சென்னை மாநகர் உலக அரங்கில் மாசற்ற மாநகராக சிறப்புற வேண்டும் என்ற ஒப்பற்ற சிந்தனையால் மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் உலக தரத்தில் திடக்கழிவு மேலாண்மை திட்டத்தை செயல்படுத்த உத்தரவிட்டுள்ளார்கள். இந்தியாவிலேயே முதன்முறையாக பெருநகர சென்னை மாநகராட்சியில் செயல்திறன் அளவீட்டு முறையில் திடக்கழிவு மேலாண்மை பணிகளை தனியார் பங்களிப்புடன் மேற்கொள்ளும் திட்டத்தை மாண்புமிகு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் 30/9/2020 அன்று தீவுத்திடல் வளாகத்தில் இருந்து துவக்கி வைக்கிறார்கள். இதன் மூலம் வீடுகள் தோறும் மக்கும் குப்பை, மக்காத குப்பை என்று தரம் பிரிக்கப்பட்ட குப்பைகள் முறைப்படி பெறப்படுவதோடு அனைத்து திடக்கழிவுகளையும் குப்பை கொட்டும் வளாகத்திற்கு கொண்டு செல்வதை தவிர்த்து நவீன தொழில்நுட்ப முறையில் மறுசுழற்சி செய்து நீர் நிலம் மாசுபடுதல் தவிர்க்கப்படும். மாநகரில் சுத்தமான சூழல் ஏற்படுத்தப்படும். சுத்தமே உயிர் காக்கும் மருந்து என்பதை உணர்ந்து குப்பைகளை அகற்ற உறுதியேற்போம்.
Thank you very much. So this was just a quick video shot. Sorry, it's in Tamil. I think most of you must have picked up what it said. It's the first one-of-a-kind project, solid waste management project in Tamil Nadu. It's a joint venture with the Spanish company Urbeser, and it's going to be employing about 11,000 people. And source segregation, collection methodology, which is very, very high tech, is the type of project that it is doing. So UEF is very, very proud to have been associated with the project, with a phenomenal project like this. And we're also in the middle of a city rehabilitation project, which is the Mambalam Canal project. We are trying to see if there is some way we can work with Singapore to encourage Singapore to work with Tamil Nadu to take Changi Airport to Chennai. So that's a project. Coastal Energen, the power plant that I operate, is also been supported by the UEF. Ajwa FinTech is a two-wheeler financing venture that we are working on. Twins Health is a real darling of one of the projects that was sort of facilitated. In fact, that company, Twins Health, was born in the 2017 summit. Very, very happy to tell you that till date, Twins Health has treated over 1,000 patients, and it's a platform to marry IoT and healthcare. A very, very state-of-the-art solution, which is Twins Health. The company was started by the former IoT business head of Cisco, Mr. Jahangir Mohammed. So UEF has, sort of facilitated this starting of this company. So, like I said, over 1,000 patients have been treated, and they've recently raised Series A funding from Sequoia Capital, with much more to come up. So it's a very, very exciting venture, which is Twins Health, which was facilitated in our 2017 summit. And then after that, we have the Salihin Trust Medical College, which is coming up hopefully in Trichy. We've got the NISCARE telemedicine project, which we are also supporting. Then, of course, there is the Temasek Float Class project, which is slated to come up. We are working on a Float Class project, which is a $250 million deal. All these put together, roughly, we have deals of about $3 to $4 billion. I know the numbers sound fancy, but we are in the middle of all of these things, which the UEF is facilitating. Besides this, of course, not to forget our social responsibility for all of this. We run 4 homes, which take care of needy children, homeless children. It's about 160 students. People are there in the homes right now. So this is a little bit about the UEF, what we've been doing till date, and hopefully, there'll be a lot more things that we'll go forward. We'll be doing as we go forward. So the agenda for the World Summit, right? So like I said earlier, we try to host events, and this year it is going to be a World Summit, which is going to be a virtual World Summit. The plan for the summit is to take forward the plans of the UEF, support the community and society. We are going to be very much Tamil Nadu and India focused. I think many of you may know these numbers, but we are keeping a 30-year time frame, and in the next 10, 20, 30 years, India is slated to become the number 2 or number 3 economy in the world. So India is going to become the number 2 or number 3 economy in the world by 2050. It's only 30 years. So currently the Indian economy is about $2.7 trillion. So this is expected to grow 10x to $27 trillion. Tamil Nadu economy is $290 billion. This is expected to go to $2.7 trillion. So all this is as a result of the low base that India is starting from. So, but having said that, it's a phenomenal opportunity for anybody to partner with something like this. And that is exactly what the UEF is trying to do. So $25 trillion is the India story. Roughly $2.4 trillion is the Tamil Nadu story. So we want to see how the UEF can play a role, a meaningful role, by bringing in partners from, different parts of the world, partnerships, MOUs, projects, and, all those things that we would like to facilitate. The theme of the event, of course, we spent a lot of time in trying to come up with, what should be the theme and how do we do it, and should it be like this and should it be like that, and finally we said okay. And some of our advisors said, we should not have COVID and post-COVID and re-emerge and restart and all that. So we took away all that. We said okay, the theme is going to be imagine, impact, inspire. So the theme is going to be imagine a new future. Imagine something which is going to be fresh. Imagine a virtual world. Imagine technology. Create an impact, a huge impact with whatever we do, and inspire the community, the society, the nation, and whatnot. So the theme is imagine, impact, inspire is the theme of the World Summit. We're expecting global speakers. We're expecting speakers from all over India. And we're expecting attendees, so probably over 6, 7, 8,000. We don't know exactly what the number is going to be, but we're going to try for anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 delegates and the speakers from all over the world. And we are hoping that it'll be an inspiration for everybody and whatnot. So without much ado, I think let me seek out to take all your good support for this event. You've been supporting us. UEF has been very, very grateful for all the speakers, the members, partners, VIPs, guests, media partners, everybody who's been so supportive of the UEF. So I'd like to say a very, very big thank you to everybody. And as usual, we will need your fine support to make this event a mega success. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, and see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. President. As always, extremely inspiring. We are really excited for the UEF's vision, and we are equally, if not more excited about UEF World Summit happening this year. Thank you so much for sharing all that information. And now, just like President was talking about debating the tagline, imagine, inspire, and impact, which was just a debate that was happening for, let's say, about a couple of months, right? But I've been a member for a few years now. And one thing that we have been debating has been the logo. We've been debating the logo for almost like 3+ years. And I am so happy and I'm so excited as a marketing person and UEF member to have the president unveil the logo and talk a little bit about the logo itself, because it went through so many iterations, and that's the reason why we took some time out to unveil the logo here. And I'm going to invite the president again to unveil the logo and talk a little bit about the logo in terms of what it means and its impact for future generations. So back to you, Mr. President.
Thanks very much, Fahim. What should I say? Should I say how badly I was beaten by all the board members because we were having a constant debate on, what it should be and should it look like?
Go for it.
We look
Yeah.
like that. And so I think we had a phenomenal debate. And what shall I say? I've got a bit of a marketing background. My entire 4 years degree was in marketing, brand building, advertising. All that was my background. So I spent a lot of time in trying to figure it out. And thanks to the help of our media partners, creative partners at ILLA, we finally came up with the logo. So as you can see, the colors are like magenta, which is bright pink. We've got the three logos of the UEF, which basically says the community, society, and nation at large, the world at large. And how can UEF play a key role at the core of it, and then take the story to the community and society at large and to the world, right? And also, if you look at the binars and the directions, we are saying that we want to welcome people from everywhere. We want to be as secular as possible. We want to be as diverse as possible. We want to bring people from all walks of life, right? And from all over the world. So that's why you've got the 4 directional, the pointers which are there in the logo, so that we welcome people from everywhere in the world. And also, if you look at it, it's like a flower. It's blossoming, right? And we want UEF to keep blossoming with the support of all of you. So this is basically the logo. I hope you like it and you would, learn to grow with it, love it, and help us to build it forward. Thank you so much. I'm very, very happy to announce the logo. Sorry, can we just unmute it now?
Dr. Punya, can we have the logo, please? The presentation. Thank you so much for that, President.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Love it. Love it. No more arguments for the next, at least, let's say, 30 years, President. We love the logo. Thank you so much for that. And really, hats off to the media partners, all the directors, everybody who participated in making that decision to go with the logo. I love it. I hope the audience also absolutely loves it. Now, right after this, we wanted to actually share a little bit of UEF through a short video that we have, the journey of UEF. And it gives me really goosebumps to have the president talk a little bit about the UEF journey, just for 30-40 seconds, and then hand it over to Dr. Punya to present the video. We have a 4-minute video about the UEF journey. So over to you, President, if you have a quick word or two. Otherwise, I'll hand it over to Dr. Punya.
I think I've said enough about the journey of
journey.
Do I need
All
to
right.
do it again? Yeah.
All right. Dr. Punya, can we have the video, please? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. As always, it's a technology event. You have to expect a technical glitch. Looks like we have a bit of a technical glitch. I hope you loved it. I absolutely loved it. Type yes if you agree with me. Type yes, people. Okay, so usually the UF events are extremely interactive, and it is your duty to keep it interactive by typing yes. Whatever it is that you have questions, we have a dedicated Q&A session coming up very soon. But if you love the video, type yes so that we know, and we encourage all the people who have been behind that video. Thank you so much for that. Now, we have a very special guest today, right? And let me quickly introduce you to him, Mr. Zainul Abidin bin Mohammed Rashid. Now, he's Singapore's non-resident ambassador to the state of Kuwait and the special envoy of the Minister for Foreign Affairs to the Middle East. He was also the former Senior Minister of State, Foreign Affairs, and former Member of Parliament of Singapore. And it gives me a lot of pleasure to invite our chief guest today. And for this curtain raiser event, I would like the president to felicitate Mr. Zainul Abidin Rashid. I thought this was like last minute, Mr. Zainul Abidin. I hope you don't mind the surprise. So this is in Singapore, ladies and gentlemen, and we are doing the felicitation right there. Awesome, awesome. You're looking fantastic, both of you. Thank you, thank you. Fantastic. Hey, can we have claps? Can we have yes, please? Can you type yes? Thank you so much. All right. Mr. Rashid, before we start off, condolences on passing away of Emir Sabah, and our condolences from this part of the world. Before I have you on stage, I quickly want to make a proper introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard about him. Mr. Rashid is Singapore's ambassador to Kuwait and the special envoy of the Minister for Foreign Affairs to the Middle East. In 2017, he was appointed to the Board of Trustees at the Nanyang Technology University of Singapore, the world-famous university. He previously served as Senior Minister of State for Foreign Affairs for Singapore and Mayor of the city-state's northeastern district. Mr. Rashid's activities focus on Singapore's diplomatic relations with the Muslim world and sharing Singapore's expertise in intercultural and interreligious relations with nations that have substantial Muslim populations. Mr. Rashid is widely known domestically, having held numerous positions of leadership throughout his career in journalism, organized labor, and representation of Singapore's large Muslim community. It's such a privilege and honor to invite you. My pleasure, Mr. Zainul Abidin. The floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be with you here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear brother Ahmad Buhari, President of the United Economic Forum, Board of Directors, and members of UEF, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, and a very good afternoon. Wanakam. Blessings. Alhamdulillah. You know, one thing I like with Brother Ahmad is that here we are talking about the wonders of the new world, the virtual world, but yet he came with this surprise to put a shawl on my shoulders. That's the personal touch, which Ahmad is very good for. And that personal touch, whether no matter how much the technology we have, we always look forward to the personal and human touch. I'm most happy to meet you all through this virtual platform, which I think we all say is a new norm. Besides being honored to inaugurate the curtain raiser of UEF's World Summit 2020 to be held virtually from the 4th to the 6th of December later this year. I think UEF is a well-known organization to me, thanks to Brother Ahmad. But let me hasten to add that there's a lot more I need to learn, because I can see the potential growing forward is really great. I have been associated with UEF, witnessing its growth and development since 2015, as also having the opportunity to attend the first ever trade summit in Chennai during 2015. Talking about 2015 brings back memories. It is very, very nostalgic for me. And thanks to UEF, I also took the opportunity when I was in Chennai to visit the holy shrine of Sheikh Shaul Hamid of Nagaur and the neighboring Tanjore district, Nagapattinam, Karaikal, Vijayapuram, and Korikapalayam. In fact, those are the places which I first visited in 1973. You can imagine how long ago it was and how the world has changed.
Wow.
But it's also about roots. You know, I've just completed co-editing a book about Singapore celebrating its 200 years anniversary of bicentennial. But we chose a theme not only about the bicentennial, but beyond bicentennial. So it's not just the history and the roots that are important for us to hold us strong, but more, if not equally important, is how do we look forward to use to the best we can our history and our contemporary knowledge for the benefit of the future. I'm sure we all understand that we are in a very unique situation where disruption is a common word. We all have to rise above the usual way of life to innovate and to reinvent ourselves, not just to survive, but to thrive. Singapore itself was born out of such a crisis, and look where it is today. However, now even large economies are failing, not being able to reimagine during these tough times. UEF is trying to lead the way in keeping the community and society abreast of such uncertainties and highlighting the paradigm shifts required by organizing this 3-day event with the aptly titled theme, I think Brother Ahmad has explained to you just now, about imagine, impact, and inspire. There is perhaps no better time than now to imagine a new way of life, create an impact, and inspire the world with some meaningful contributions. One such key attempt by UEF is to trying to have Singapore play a serious role as a knowledge partner, keeping in mind the historical connection between Singapore and Tamil Nadu, culturally and economically for over 2 centuries. With Tamil Nadu being the second largest industrial state of India, there are plenty of opportunities for Singapore and the communities to be involved and create a global impact. Many will know that Singapore companies such as GIC, Temasek, CapitaLand, many more have serious business involvement and investment in Tamil Nadu today. Even during the current pandemic, Tamil Nadu has proved to be the preferred destination by creating a record overseas investment flowing, beating the rest of the states, and also growing higher in GDP than the rest of the nation. COVID and the proactive government of Tamil Nadu have even enabled giants such as Apple to consider Tamil Nadu. I hope this event ignites the potential of the people to go to the next level and to be a role model among the rest in creating value not only economically, but also socially and culturally. And this has a special attraction to me. With my kind of history, my kind of involvement the last 50 years in community development in Singapore, it's just not about economics, but also about how do we put to full advantage economically, socially, and culturally. This reminds me indeed of my friend, Dr. Nizam, And through UEF, in fact, I got to know friends like Dr. Nizam better. And I was told that Dr. Nizam has been in touch, in fact, through MOUs with about 300 of people involved through UEF, and to promote NIS care, which again talks about the wonders of technology, but relating it to healthcare. So I would like to also support where I can, and I hope all the others who are participating will also this potential, see these possibilities of connecting, collaborating, and using UEF platform and network to see how best we can spread the good word and spread the sharing of the technology and the betterment of our society all over the world. So I'm looking directly, specifically to look at NIS care in Singapore and perhaps Kuwait and the Middle East. So once again, allow me to thank UEF for this opportunity and wish the World Summit a grand success. May the Almighty bless you and all of us. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jalaluddin. If you can hold on, we need to unveil the brochure for the UEF World Summit 2020. It's such an honor to have you here, have you talk about Singapore's journey towards success and how we can emulate many things from Singapore's journey. And I would like to invite you now to open the unveiling of the e-brochure, if you may. And yeah, so I guess you'll have to just say, please open, and one of us will go ahead and share that video. Dr. Pudia, if you're ready, if you can open the brochure. Please go ahead, Mr. Jalaluddin. He's waiting for your instructions now.
Open sesame.
Fantastic. Sorry about that glitch. We'll be back on. While we take that off.
I was just saying just now, and I use those opening words because I expect UEF to come with all the magic. Thank you.
Absolutely, Mr. Jalaluddin. Dr. Pudia, are we good, or should we continue and unveil it in a bit? Okay, great. We are back. Dr. Punia, that's all right. While we take care of the tech issues, let's move on to the next part of the event.
Yeah, the video seems problematic, so.
No worries. Take your time and we'll fix it. But Dr. Punia, if you can hold on, the next session is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been hearing about Dr. Punia, me calling out the name Dr. Punia for quite a few times. Now, Dr. Punia has about 25 plus years of experience, and he is a research scholar and a digital transformation expert. He is guiding UEF in putting up this virtual technology event. He's partnered with one of the world's largest virtual technology companies called 6Connex, who are our partners for this particular event. Now, what we would like to do is have Dr. Punia talk to us a little bit about the virtual technology platform. Anybody who's looking to attend the event as delegates, be a part as an exhibitor, sponsor, various opportunities that we have. We would love for Dr. Punia to walk us through the platform and tell us all the benefits that we can get as exhibitors. So I'm really looking forward to this particular session. So Dr. Punia, over to you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Fahim. And I would run a presentation along with my talk describing the virtual platform and the features of the virtual platform. Good afternoon, everyone. Pleasure to be here with you in your this novel effort to join digital transformation journey and adopt virtual platforms as the way forward in doing your UEF World Summit 2020. The virtual trade fair, this is the way the world has brought us on the verge of jumping directly from physical events to purely virtual events. Let's walk through why virtual is important in these times of COVID-19, when travel is a risk, travel is banned in most of the countries. Virtual platforms provide us a way to meet and interact with potential buyers, potential customers, potential partners. And UEF is going to undertake massive social media marketing to attract regular foreign buyers, domestic buyers to the virtual fair. When you have a booth here, you sponsor, you become part of the event. You would get a space on the virtual platform. You would get alerts when people are coming to your booth. You would see visitors in your booth. You would be able to exchange information with the visitors. You can chat, message, interact with the visitors to your booth. And it's a multilingual platform. You can translate the chats in different languages. You can schedule audio, video chat calls with the visitors. So this would eliminate, or this would remove that limitation of not being able to meet new people for expanding your business. The booths, there are number of booths which would be available for you to take, and these booths are easily customizable. Each booth would provide you ways and means to display your products, to display your videos, pictures, and you can have your people manning the booth during the live days. These people would be able to interact with the visitors to your booth. Along with this, you would be able to provide links to your social media presence, your website, and this booth would provide you the place where people would come and interact with you. So this would be a close approximation of your physical booth in a physical fair, and people would be able to identify your brand, join here, and come and meet you on this booth. And there would be multiple sponsorship opportunities which are available for you to take. Based on that, you would get different kind of services, and you can create your own booth even. The booth rep dashboards would provide you live online insights, who are visiting your booth, how many people have come, what kind of products they are looking at, what products they are interested in, and who is liking your products, who is saving your products in briefcases. So this kind of features would be there on the platform. This would be cost effective and safe. No travels involved, no stand construction cost, negligible participation fees, no overheads. You would be running your booth 24/7 from the comfort of your home. No risk hazard given the COVID-19 times. And you can manage the booth from the home itself. The virtual platform comes with different virtual spaces. You must have entered, you are in the auditorium as of now. You entered through the home and the lobby. So those are the three virtual spaces. Apart from that, there would be a resource center where we would be disseminating different information on the event. The auditoriums, you are already attending this curtain raiser. Same would continue in the real event as well, on the virtual event on 4th December onwards. So there would be speeches, presentations, and other people coming and talking in the auditorium area. The virtual platform has got three layers: the visual layer, the booth, the presentation, the different visual spaces which are there on the platform, the interactive layer where you would be chatting, emailing, interacting, sharing the content on social media. So that would be the interaction layer, and then data and matrices layer. Whatever you are doing, whatever visitors are doing on the platform, all that would get analyzed, get collected for the exhibitors to look into, sponsors to look into. and you can derive insights from that, how people were interacted in your products and services on the platform. This is about the virtual environment. The platform partner is SixConX and Evatone. SixConX was founded in 2009. They did their first virtual event in 2010. It's a stable and matured platform. It's a GDPR compliant ISO 27001 certified platform, which speaks of the level of security, data privacy. The platform is hosted on Amazon Cloud. It's hosted in multiple continents. It's scalable, latest technology, and there would be support by UEF and Evatone's team to make it a success for you. With this, I would conclude my presentation on the virtual platform. You can type your queries, questions in the chat box, and we can respond it later in question answer session. Thank you. Fine, bye.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. Punya. That was just a PowerPoint presentation, and ladies and gentlemen, definitely at the end of the session, we are going to open the platform, and you'll be able to go and experience it yourself and make decisions in terms of what kind of booths you're looking for, so on and so forth. And without much further ado, I want to invite a very good friend of mine and also a director of UEF, Mr. Sajid Sadak, right? So here is a quick introduction about Mr. Sajid Sadak. He's going to come and talk to us about the seminar, right? He's going to give us an overview of what to expect on December 4th, 5th, and 6th. I mean, a lot of us, I mean, there are like 30, 40 people who put in the effort. And one of the biggest efforts that usually comes is from the seminar committee. And leading that effort is Mr. Sajid Sadak. So his quick introduction. Mr. Sajid Sadak has successfully established and managed a diamond manufacturing and trading business headquartered in Antwerp, Belgium. He's a Bachelor of Commerce from University of Bombay, holds a PGD in Financial Management, a member of Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors in UK. He has co-founded a very popular real estate company called Inno Group, which focuses on investments into real estate, infrastructure, and renewable energy. He's a Director of Projects and Investment Advisory of UEF Forum Chamber of Commerce. And thank you so much for agreeing to do this, Mr. Sajid Sadak. So over to you. Let's hear you talk about the seminar.
Thank you very much, Fahim. Thank you for the fantastic introduction there. So I'm going to take you through the seminars that we've curated, the different sessions and the theme and so on. So I need to share my screen. So there, as our president just introduced the theme, which is going to be Imagine, Impact, and Inspire. As I said, so we need to imagine new things, in the new age, and create an impactful result, and through which we need to inspire further entrepreneurship and development. So that's the theme of the seminar. So the objective of the seminar are the following. We want to focus, it's going to focus on Industry 4.0 and leverage technology in our manufacturing industries and otherwise. Number two is we want to leverage again on our education institutions to act as a catalyst for the growth. So finally, everything, be it technology, be it entrepreneurship, it has to come from education institutions. So our focus one of the focuses of the seminar is going to be on how we're going to leverage our education institutions. As you know, UEF, we have a membership of about 45 education institutions across Tamil Nadu. So we're going to see how we can leverage our education institutions to bring about, to act on our vision. Then, of course, as usual, we'd like to onboard national and international policymakers, ministers, bureaucrats, and several policymakers from Tamil Nadu, from India, from across the world in supporting our vision. And of course, through this seminar, we'd like to enlighten our stakeholders on the trends in the global economy and new trends, in technology and everything, and its implication for India and as well as, more importantly, Tamil Nadu. So these are some of our proposed speakers. I see the who's who is here. So we hope to have our Honorable Chief Minister for this thing. In the past, we've had our Deputy Chief Ministers and we've had our Industry Minister in the past. And this year we would like to invite our Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And as you see, Central Ministers as well. We're looking at inviting Mr. Nitin Gadkari, Nirmala Sitharaman, Finance Minister, and the Commerce Minister. So, at least one or two of them we hope to see in our seminar, and some of our Tamil Nadu ministers as well. And besides that, we're also inviting some ministers, ex-ministers, former ministers from Singapore, as well as Malaysia. Then we're going to have a very senior bureaucrats. Mr. Amitabh Kant is CEO of Niti Aayog in Delhi. And Mr. Shanmugam is our Chief Secretary, Mr. Krishnan, a Finance Secretary, and Mr. G. Prakash, who is our Commissioner, Greater Chennai Corporation. So, inshallah, we hope to have all these dignitaries at our seminar in various sessions. And besides these dignitaries, so we have like global business leaders and influencers from across the world. Now we have the luxury, because since it being a virtual event, we have the luxury of inviting speakers from across the world without having to be bothered about or concerned about the travel plans and logistics and everyone. So they're going to be speaking to us from various time zones, from various sectors and various walks of lives. So as you see, we have a very distinguished list of people that you see here. They're all, we haven't added their designation over here. It will be in more detail in the brochure that you're going to be downloading later. But as you see, each one is a star in his own right. So the likes of Noel Tata, the likes of Mr. Rehania Khan, you see, we're going to have Sangeeta Reddy. This list is in alphabetical order. So eminent speakers as usual. So the seminar is going to be over 3 days. This time we're going to do the inaugural session on the first day in the afternoon of a Friday. That's Friday, December the 4th. The inaugural session will have the important dignitaries like the Chief Minister and the Central Ministers and other ministers from Singapore and Malaysia, and besides other dignitaries. So this is going to be done on the 4th of December in the afternoon. So from the next day, other seminar sessions start. As you see, we have a theme for every session. So this session is going to be talking about, in general, the economy and how, let's say, recent events have impacted the economy, and how we're going to face these challenges, in fact, and leverage on the opportunities which are available to us. So this session will take you through first the world economy, then the Indian economy, and then focus will be mainly on Tamil Nadu economy and how all these economies are linked to each other and how we can leverage on that. So you're going to be seeing the likes of people from the World Bank in this session. As far as India is concerned, you see senior bureaucrats and bankers from India as well as Tamil Nadu participating in the session and enlightening us on how the economy is impacted and how we can use the opportunity in today's situation to grow our business. So this, as our president highlighted, is our focus on how we're going to leverage the growth that Tamil Nadu is going to go through. So we predict a growth of at least 10x from now to 2050. It's not we as in, I mean, there are several consultants, leading consultants like McKinsey and PwC who have predicted this growth. From an economy of 2.7 trillion today, they're expecting it to grow at 27 trillion of the Indian economy. And Tamil Nadu is about 10% of that. So this session will take you through the growth of Tamil Nadu, along with the Indian economy. And here, again, you're going to have like senior bureaucrats from Tamil Nadu come and take you through the session. We will also have a speaker from ADB, Asian Development Bank, who's an important partner in this growth. This, as usual, is a very interesting session. We'll be bringing technology leaders, from across the world, who will be taking you through the various opportunities that are available in your business. Built environment. This is a session which is going to focus on real estate as well as urban regeneration. Again, you're going to have like global leaders as well as Indian business leaders who are in the built environment sector, who will take you through the various opportunities available. So as I said, educational institutions are going to be a very important catalyst, we feel, in this growth story. So we're going to have a session separately on educational institutions. Here we're looking at global institutions as well to participate in the session, as well as our Tamil Nadu institutions. The financing session will have participants from various funds, various private equity, as well as sovereign wealth funds, as well as bankers. So this is a new session we've introduced, healthcare, which is very important today. Sorry, someone? So especially in the light of what we're going through today, healthcare is going to play a very important role. So this session will focus on that. This is a session on manufacturing, but with focus on Industry 4.0. How technology, the latest technology, is going to change our manufacturing sector. So the last session would be focused on women. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please continue.
Okay, I hear somebody saying me. So this session will focus on women as equal partners in nation building. As you know, women should contribute to at least 50% of the workforce, which unfortunately is not the reality today. So we would like to see how we can bring in this very important workforce into our nation building goals. So as you see, this will be like a 3-day seminar, which would end in the evening of December 6th, Sunday. It's going to be a very impactful, very interesting seminar, and I hope you all participate and benefit from it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Sajid Sadak. Thank you so much for that. Imagine, inspire, impact. I mean, I can only imagine, or rather I can barely imagine how much effort has gone into coming up with the speaker list. I know that you have a daunting exercise, even though this is an online event. I can imagine what an exercise, ladies and gentlemen, it is to bring together all these speakers from different parts of the world, different time zones, so on and so forth. On the note of time zones, I have to thank so many of you, I mean, everyone, especially people who are joining us from Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai, London, North America. Thank you so much for being part of this event. Really excited to have you all here. Thank you once again, Mr. Sajid Sadak, for talking to us about the seminar. I'm really excited about the healthcare part of it, the technology, of course, and so many different things. I know the kind of impact the UF has been able to make in 2015, 17, the WIEF, and I'm super excited. So I'm sure all of you are kind of wondering, how can you be part of this event, right? This is like so exciting. We are expecting anything between like 6,000 to 8,000 people from all over the world. It's going to be like a huge event, right? And any of you who's considering being a delegate, that's like a no-brainer, right? But many of you are kind of wondering what kind of impact this is going to make on my business. What is going to happen? This is a virtual technology event. I mean, you're going to have a lot of these kind of questions, right? To make sure all of your questions are addressed, I would like to welcome again the chairman of UEF World Summit 2020, Mr. W.S. Habib, to talk to us about the sponsorship, about everything that you need to know to be part of this UEF event. So over to you, Mr. Habib. You're mute. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Fahim. As always, the toughest and the more delicate part comes to me, and I'm more than happy to take you. We always debate, myself and Sajid. He says the seminar is more important, but I say this Expo is equally important. I mean, I'd say it's more important. This is how you really connect people. People have to show what they have. Everybody into different business, into different products, different services. I think we are now talking about 6,000, 8,000 people going to witness this entire 3-day event. I think this is more important. This is where the real networking, the real business, the actual business, what UEF stands for actually happens, right? So the expo starts on the first day. It's on the we said the 4th, 5th, and 6th is the entire expos, the World Summit, and Expo opens up on that particular day before the seminar, or we will just figure it out, but it is there for the entire all the 3 days. I think my presentation right, so you've seen the demo of the virtual seminar Dr. Punia had given you, the expose also, and you also heard the kind of sessions and speakers going to be. The list is actually long. We really have a lot of time in our hand to connect with more important speakers. We still have people like Shashi Tharoor want to come. We want the opposition leaders also to be part of it, and we want some sportsmen like MS Dhoni to be part of our event. From the film world, from the music world, A.R. Rahman, and the list is long. So you can actually suggest us, on the topics, even the topics and the speakers as well. Now, what is it we have? I mean, as I said very rightly, this expo, the summit is all about giving value to this one. So these are the sponsorship available to us. In the first trade summit, the main sponsorship we had kept it at 15 lakhs, then it went to 25 lakhs, and then the one day the round table was 10 lakhs. Now, keeping the situation, we know that pandemics and business is slow and that, so we have actually reduced everything, but the value is going to be much more bigger because, in the physical expo, not everybody, those who walk in, will not connect. They will get tired and go away. But here they're going to, those whoever comes to your stall, everything will be notified. They can pick up your brochures. Fahim, I think you are a marketing person. You just need to help me here. So, so we have this main sponsorship of one particular main. We have one category for main sponsorship. We have two for co-sponsorship at 5 lakhs. The gold sponsorship at 3 lakhs. We have 10 silver sponsors at 1 lakh. So what we promising you is minimum 6,000 delegates. The amount of work we're going to do in kind of a digital marketing is going to be huge. Your brand is going to be reached everywhere. So we would advise if we ask people to make good use of the entire World Summit. Yeah, these are the things. So apart from this, we also have our regular stalls. We have scaled down completely. It is at 50,000 rupees per stall. Usually, when you the earlier expos and actual expos, when you do, you'll have to pay money for the sponsorship and the stalls, and quite a lot of expenses happen there. Here, virtually nothing. We ourselves designed for the the main sponsors and co-sponsors, and the top sponsors. We will do the branding. I mean, we'll do the construction work for you, so that it looks really classy and nice. So there is not much of expenses other than this particular thing. All you have to do is maybe get some videos and put your brochures there, and it is there for people to take it. We also have, we're going to focus on 4 pavilions, the education institutions. We will have a separate real estate pavilion. We will have the healthcare pavilion, and of course, a leather pavilion as well. We are talking to the leather associations to.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, Habib. Those pavilions, if you can tell exactly what we mean by pavilions. Each pavilion is going to have 10 booths, correct?
Yeah. So the pavilion is, it's a group of thing, I mean, where you just come into leather pavilion, you see only the leather people inside, and you can do a good amount of, interaction, networking can happen, business can actually happen there. So, unfortunately,
So
I think
each booth,
no, unfortunately,
each booth will, I mean, there are about 10 booths in each pavilion, right?
Yeah, I'm coming to that.
Each pavilion will have 10 booths, correct?
I'm coming to that, Sajid. You're muted, so I think we're not able to hear you. Yeah. So unfortunately, the brochure didn't open. I think if Dr. Punia can open it, it will be, I mean, the more details are actually there.
Mr. Habib, how about we take a quick pause and the brochure, e-brochure is ready, and then we can restart your session. Can we do that, Mr. Habib?
Yeah.
Great, let's do that. Dr. Punia, if you're there, let's go ahead and share that video, please. Thank you, Dr. Punia. Over to you, Mr. Habib.
Yeah, I think that was a bit fast and practically not readable. Okay, I think it has the entire, what are the benefits of, each and what do you actually get is what has been written there. Probably, in a day's time, who has been registered, and we will make available the entire thing. So I'll just come to the benefits of the, the main sponsorship. You have this logo presence, everywhere. You've seen this, the screen on the both sides you will have. So entire 3 days, the logo presence is going to be there. Even on our home page, we have a maximized logo presence in the event backdrop in all our possible sessions. Maximize logo presence in the lobby area as you enter. The entire interaction is going to be really good. So, logo presence in the advertisements, publicity materials, media. We are definitely going to have an exclusive media partnership. We'll have a print media on board. We will have a TV channel covering the entire event. We have a lot of time to cover up all that because we have fantastic content, and definitely we know that medias will actually grab us. So once we do that, your brand will be visible there, and you have the networking opportunity. I don't need to talk. We can connect the entire people with the eminent businessmen, the decision makers, financial institutions, the investors, and so on. continuous mention of sponsors during the breaks in the form of a loop tape. And we have a highly targeted banner ads and Google ads targeting specific industries. We have a compendium, where we're going to carry yours. I mean, there's a lot many benefits there. And of course, the entire the seminar is not free, it is chargeable. So the main sponsor will get about 75 complimentary tickets. Now, this is actually ideal for someone who wants to launch a new company, or wants to go global, or if somebody has a new product or a project to be launched. This is the perfect pad. So I remember 2015, one of our member, HomePal, his company was inaugurated in the 2015 Trade Summit. The late CM inaugurated his stall. So that was a head start he had actually got. So we have kept everything very low. I mean, the gold sponsorship comes at 3 lakhs with all these benefits, and it is not about talking about money. We are giving much more value for everything. UVF is going to support you. That's our bigger agenda. Selling these things are not going to be that tough, but we want our members to grab this opportunity first, because it's very limited is what we have. I mean, last 1 month we've been going through the entire thing. I've been extremely convinced. I think the future is going to be only like this. I mean, people are tired going to expos virtually. The aching legs, need a dress up, and so many things are there. But here you actually get connected with, you want the right product, you can actually get the benefit there. So that is about all the benefits. If anybody is interested now, maybe you can use the chat box to pick up the sponsorship. We already been having at least 3 people vying for the main sponsorship. Our own Niskare, somebody from Singapore is interested. Somebody from Dubai is also been interested, is what I've been told. We have 10 categories for silver sponsorship. The earlier years it was much higher. I think I've mentioned anything. If I miss out 5, I want you to add here. And another important is the delegates. The delegate, these are the benefits. It's an international renowned speaker is going to be there. You can be a part of it. You can ask questions. You're going to be seeing the networking opportunities are there to meet 6,000 people. I think Punya didn't have time, I think, to say, we have one-to-one chat rooms. If you want to connect with one particular person, you can still do it. I mean, if you have the sponsorship, but then it can come down. We're going to have, even the delegate, we're going to have 2 different categories. If you want to have one-to-one meeting with anybody, you can connect. I mean, we're expecting minimum 30 countries. This time we have an international outreach committee. We have, at the moment, we have connected with 20 countries. We have, at least our committee, we have formed 2 to 3 people from each country is already there. They're going to do extensive pushing, and all those things will happen.
Sure.
So industry leaders are going to participate, and this is finally going to add value to your business. Yes, fine.
Sure. So
Yes,
if I
ma'am.
can quickly add, so we are very good with the schedule of the event, Mr. Habib. So what I was wondering was, I wanted to bring Dr. Punya in, do a quick screen share and see if we can walk through the expo itself. Dr. Punya, do you think we can do that now? Dr. Punya, are you there?
Fahim bhai, I would need 2 minutes. We haven't enabled the expo yet. So I was waiting for the queue to enable.
Yeah, please go ahead and enable it. And
Sure.
okay,
Then we can-
ladies and gentlemen, the chat window is open for you. I'm sure you have plenty of questions, right, related to the event, the delegate passes. Is the event recorded? How can you network? You have plenty of questions. The floor is open now for the next 15-20 minutes. We are happy to answer all your questions. And in the meanwhile, we'll get the expo also ready to give you a live demo in terms of how it works. And Mr. Habib, over to you if you have any more closing remarks to
I think
your presentation.
yeah, I mean, I'm almost done with the presentation. It's just that, people need to grab the sponsorship benefits and book their stalls. Okay, so I think I'll be more happy to answer the questions. If, on the chat box people can use, if there is any questions here on that, we can do it right now, or we can also take it up later.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, feel free to answer. Sharif, could you please go back to the PPT? Keep sharing the PPT. I would like to see one of the particular slides, and I want to talk a little bit about the marketing of the event itself. Could you please share the screen and go all the way to the Trade Summit? Can you please go back? Yeah, go back to the earlier slides. Are you able to do that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, by the time that happens, let me talk to you a little bit about the event. I mean, the event happens in Chennai, right? I remember first time when I attended the event, it was Varada, and it was crazy. The whole place, Chennai was flooded, right? In spite of that, people walked in, wading through knee-deep water into the event in a five-star hotel, right? It was a fantastic success. There were X number of delegates, right? Take a look at that, about 700 delegates. And then 2017, we really upped the game. We had a lot of delegates. What is not mentioned here in this particular thing is we had a lot of people walking into the expo, right? And we had, I think, about 2,000 plus people walking into the stalls, the expo part of it. This is just the delegates, mind you, people who have paid, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 rupees to walk in and listen to the entire seminar session, about a couple of thousand people who had attended. Now, a roundtable event, sorry.
It was 6,000 rupees, the entry for the seminar. For the expo, it was free. So more than 2,500 people walked into the expo in 2017.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that, right? Roundtable is actually really a tiny event. Usually World Islamic Economic Forum conducts this event. It's like a roundtable, 100 people, 200 people max in different parts of the world. And the reason why this was such a massive event is because we got people from all over the country attending this event. In fact, we had a few people coming in from Singapore for the roundtable event in 2018. And this was WIEF's biggest event with 600 delegates. First ever. I don't think they have beaten that record till date after 2018. So UF has a fantastic track record in terms of how they market the event, present the event, the branding partners, the knowledge partners, the seminars, you name it. Imagine your logo being, sorry, can the other speakers be on mute? So, so now imagine having 6,000, 8,000 people watching your logo, walking into your booths. Let me talk to you a little bit about the booth. Now, the usual booth that you see in an expo is you have 3 people or 4 people manning the booths, correct? You have 3 people, 3 representatives who are, I think. But here is how this technology works. Let's say 100 people come into the booth, right? And they pick up a brochure. Immediately, you will get the lead. So let's say you have 3 people doing live chat on the booth, and 100 people walk in and walk out picking up the brochure. We will give you that data. How cool is that? Usually that is lost in a regular event. So there are plenty of advantages like this that you can do. We have ways that you can schedule meetings with people, interact with people, so on and so forth. So as soon as this expo is ready, we want to give you a quick demo. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I will have one of my colleagues pick up those questions, bring it up to me, and we will have them answered to you, right? Yeah, looks like there's quite a bit of a demand for the live demo. So if Dr. Punya is ready, we can do the live demo if that is possible. Dr. Punya? Okay, so while we set it up, we have 2 questions. Let me answer those 2 questions, right? One person, Mr. Ahmed, he has asked what is the benefit for somebody with just the smallest stop, right? And that's a great question. Mr. Habib, can I answer that question? Somebody asked a question, for 50,000 rupees, what is the benefit that I can get? So Mr. Ahmed, thank you so much for asking the question, and thank you for your interest in that in the stall. Now, the 50,000 rupees stall is going to be part of a pavilion. So if you are part of any of these particular sectors, we'd be happy to talk to you and explain to you more about it. Now, there are going to be about 6,000 to 8,000 people attending this event. Now, the beauty of this event is a lot of people are going to come to your booth. The reason is because the sessions are going to be also recorded so that people can watch the event after the event also. So in a regular event, what happens is people are going between the seminar hall and expo, and a lot of times the crowd kind of gets missed. So stall owners think that they're going to miss out. But this time what we're doing is, while the sessions are happening, we also record all the sessions so that attendees get to see the event after the event also, which means you can definitely expect a lot of people to walk into your stall, right? So think. I've got another question, Mr. Shamsuddin. Okay, so these questions we've been getting from our WhatsApp group. Mr. Shamsuddin wants to know that he's not very tech savvy. How can he handle all these technology, this virtual technology and all of those things? So that's a great question, right? With COVID, most of us have become tech savvy with the Zoom, Google Meet, so on and so forth. But this virtual technology platform is actually fairly easy, fairly straightforward. And for all the booth owners, anybody who's becoming the sponsor, main sponsor, so on and so forth, we will have a couple of special sessions explaining to you how to use the booth. We will be training your teams in terms of how to use the booth, chats, and how to engage with people who are walking into things. So I hope I answered those questions accurately. And unlike other events, you're going to have people from all over the world attending. Now, that is one of the biggest differentiators of World Summit 2020 compared to any of the events in the past. We've had international dignitaries and delegates attending the past events also. But this time, Mr. Habib, would it be fair to say that at least 25% of the visitors will be international, 25 to 40%?
No, I mean, definitely more, because it is a global event, I mean, that's no wonder we're calling it as a World Summit. And, as I told you, our digital marketing is going to be really expensive. That's the only expenses we have, I mean, we don't have any money to spend on the Chennai Trade Center or, the food, nothing, there's absolutely no expenses to decorate the halls. So entire money is going to go for digital marketing. We will definitely want to reach, as many countries as possible. We have, as I told you, we have an international outreach committee as well. And then if the main sponsors, I mean, for some top 3 categories, we will take that somebody, we can do special marketing for them,
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be unique.
Is that agreed upon? I remember we were discussing that proposal. Is that, can I convey this to people?
Yeah, I'm myself selling, yeah, we can target, somebody has, for example, I'm a developer, okay, I'm participating in it, and I know that my customers are there somewhere in Dubai. I think, UEF can help is what I'm saying, but,
Fantastic.
So that kind of reach, help is what UEF will definitely give. I mean, it makes it more win-win, the sponsor should get the benefit, the stall owner should get the benefit. We will do everything. That's why I said, I had Sajid had a thing, he was talking about one seminar, but expo is more important. This is where we need to give benefit so that our, people start. I mean, the people already believed us, and we can make it even more bigger. So it is going to be global. Your question is like, we will go at least 50% global. Yeah.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that 50% of people internationally and 50% from India and Tamil Nadu and in Chennai. So I don't think you should hesitate to sign up. So before you sign up, you still might have 1 or 2 doubts, but let me visually help you understand those questions. I have Dr. Punya, he's ready. So if you're all ready, let's take a look at the platform itself. Dr. Punya, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fahim. I am just sharing the screen and I would do a visual walk through the platform. This would be the platform which you have used to log in. The same platform you are going to use for the main, similar platform for the main event as well. This would be your first page. And now you can see these other options on the navigation bar as well. So this would be the home area with the sponsorship branding, logo, everything would be here on the live event day. You can enter from here the curtain raiser, this would be the lobby area with the sponsors, branding, and information dissemination here.
Just go a little
Interesting
slow, Dr. Punia. Dr. Punia, can you go back to that?
Sure. So this is the lobby area.
Ladies and
Sponsorship logo
gentlemen,
will-
just to give you an idea, ladies and gentlemen, this lobby, currently what you're seeing is a placeholder. We have a very renowned architect amongst us, Mr. Naveed. He's going to actually help us come up with a completely customized lobby. Usually what event organizers do is they use one of the templates like you see here. So what we are going to do is custom build the entire lobby. The lobby that we see now, with all due respect to Dr. Punia, is great, but we want to come up with something really fantastic. So we are going to have Mr. Naveed build out a massive lobby, and you can imagine your logos here. So we are going to have multiple banners for various sponsors. So almost everybody who's part of the event will be represented here visually through their logos and their communication. Please continue, Dr. Punia.
Seminar hall we have all seen since morning. So this would be the area where.
Can you just close this, please? Yeah, I just want to give a quick thing about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, take a look at this seminar. This is the Curtain Raiser seminar hall. Now, we are going to try and recreate the experience as close to the real one as possible. So imagine like a 800-seater or 1,500-seater. We are going to create that, recreate that kind of a setup. And also this particular one that you're seeing, the seminar hall is going through a complete UI UX rejig. It's going to look much different than what you see currently. So, and you can imagine your banners currently, it is a placeholder, UEF World Summit on the left and right and the middle. So depending upon what kind of sponsorship that you are interested in, we'll be able to work with you and give you the right spots. Please continue, Dr. Punia.
The next virtual area of interest would be the exhibition halls. There would be these.
Fantastic. Can you just hold this, please? Yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, imagine the backdrop being Chennai, Singapore, New York, so on and so forth, right? So we are going to be completely redesigning the platform in terms of the look and feel and the navigation. So just 30 seconds, we looked at least about 20 different technology platforms. There was a committee of at least about 7-8 people. We took multiple demos from different parts of the world, and we picked this particular platform for its ease of use and the features for people who take up the stalls. So this particular thing will be completely customized based on the discussions that we'll have with all the sponsors. Go ahead, Dr. Punia.
Once you go to a hall, there would be these chat options. There would be these booth representative options. There would be options to display your products on these booths. And there would be these kind of social media integrations. You can integrate Zoom, WhatsApp, Skype, Google Meet. You can integrate.
Fantastic. Dr. Punia, just hold there for a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we did was one of our members and director of UEF, his healthcare initiative is called NISCARE. So what we did was we did a quick and dirty work in terms of trying to showcase something for his healthcare platform. The actual one is going to be spectacular. And what we are going to do for sponsors, the main sponsors, is we are going to work with their teams and come up with a custom design for each and everything that you see here on the booth, right? Now, just imagine NISCARE is a healthcare company. What they need is downloads, right? They want people to see their promo videos. So we have YouTube. We want people to download their iOS and Android apps. So we have links to their app stores. Now we want people to connect with NISCARE's social media. So we have Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as Twitter. So apart from this, what we'll be having is a chat. Currently, you see a chat widget there on the top right corner. So we'll have a chat widget so that multiple people, representatives from your company, can be manning the booths and interacting with people who go through this. So yeah, I hope you're like really excited. Thank you so much, Dr. Punia. I know you stayed up quite late in the night to do this. It's looking really beautiful. Please continue.
This was one type of booth. The other type of booths, feature-wise, similar features, but there would be different types of booth available for different sponsorship categories. And
ladies and gentlemen, you will have options to pick from several booth styles based on your branding guidelines, based on your company's plan for thing. So yeah, so that's the thing in terms of the booth. Go on, Dr. Punia.
then there would be a resource center where we'll be disseminating information. There can be sponsorship opportunities here on the resource center as well, and then we'll be putting the videos, brochures, surveys, members information, agenda, all at one place. So you can come here and collect all this information from one central place.
Fantastic. I need to remind our viewers that it's going to be almost 20 hours on the platform that people are going to be spending. People are going to come back to each of these areas multiple times over 2.5 days. So yeah, I'm really excited for all the people who will be taking up the stalls. So we are almost at the end of it. If you have any more questions, please reach out to the UEF team. We'll be happy to answer all your questions. Dr. Punia, anything else that you wanted to share very quickly? We got like 45 seconds.
Platform provides these kind of interaction opportunities. You can start one-on-one chat with any of the attendees. You'd be able to see who is there, the company and the country name.
Fantastic.
If you want, you can start one-on-one chat with the person. You can add content to your briefcase, which you can download at the end of the day. So anything you like on the platform, any brochure that you can add to your briefcase, any video you like, you can add to briefcase, which you can come later and refer to.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. Punia. We are almost at the end of our session. If you can stop sharing, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying all the way till the end. I hope you loved the curtain raiser, the logo, the brochure, so on and so forth. And the last part of the event, hang on, we have our wonderful Dr. Abul Hassan ready to give the word of thanks. I have to give his proper introduction, so just give me a minute. So Dr. K. Abul Hassan is the current managing director, Erode City Hospital. He was responsible for establishing the neonatal surgery ward in government headquarters hospital. He's the organizing president of IMIAM, Home for Terminally Ill Cancer Patients. Hats off to you, Doc. He recently was honored by Erode District Collector for recognition of his COVID relief efforts and serves as a director and Coimbatore Zonal Secretary for UEF Chamber of Commerce. Dr. Abul Hassan, really my salute to you. Thank you so much for contributing to COVID relief, the kind of care that you've been taking care of. UEF is so privileged and honored to have you on board, and rightfully so, we are privileged to invite you to give the word of thanks for this curtain raiser event. Over to you.
Thank you, Fahim, for your kind words. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Good evening and vanakkam, my dear president, directors, and members of UEF, and also participants of this curtain raiser event, and also our respected chief guest, Jainul Abdin Sahib. We are living in a peculiar time as we slowly unlock ourselves from these extraordinary circumstances and learn to coexist with the new normal. Our United Economic Forum continue doing what is best for our community. I'm sure we're all convinced now that we are going to have a landmark World Summit in December. We'll have something for everyone. So far, we had a very good and exciting run in curtain raiser. I thank our chief guest, Mr. Jainul Abdin Sahib, for unveiling the World Summit 2020 e-brochure. I also thank our president, brothers Habib, Sajid, and Fahim, and Masood Maulana for doing their responsibility excellently well. I very particularly thank 6 Connex for a very exciting demo of a virtual seminar, which is going to happen and also going to attract participants all over the world. I think all the team members of organizing committee of UEF who have meticulously, very, very meticulously planned this event and worked day and night and also very nicely executing this. I also thank all the participants of this curtain raiser event and also participating in the discussion. And I would like to say, again, saying that we look forward to an excellent World Summit 2020, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abul Hassan. Thank you, everyone, for spending an hour and a half with us. And we really look forward to having you on December 4th, 5th, and 6th. Please reach out to the UEF team if you want to be part of this event and show your business to 8,000 people from different parts of the world. So thank you so much. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.
We can all
Thank you.
stay on. We can all stay on, and Dr.